I'm David Zablocki. We're here at Kossars Bagels and Bialys, located on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Bialy is a Jewish, Polish piece of bread from Bialystok, Poland. Bialys are a much simpler bread than a bagel. A Bialy is a fresh yeast dough made from flour, water, salt. There's no fat, there's no sugar in a Bialy. I always refer to a Bialy as a Jewish English muffin. So it rises and then it rests for a little bit, and then it's got this beautiful marriage of flavors. It's got the nooks and crannies like an English muffin would, yet it's got this delicious fresh bread. It's a little yeasty, it's just delicious. Bialys and bagels are closely related because they both come from Jewish Polish bakers. In the 17 and 1800s, bagels were, this bread that they were making in like Warsaw, Poland. And over in Bialystok, the people were eating a much simpler bread. The bread was made, there was a lot of different, what they call Bialy Stoker kitchens. It was a staple to their diet. It was just a simple, fresh yeast bread. And it came in a lot of formats. We still make them here today. But the very traditional Bialy has that dimple in the middle, the high rim on the outside, and has a smear of either onion or garlic in the middle. No one's really sure how and where it came, but the story behind it is that one of the apprentice bakers dropped one of the dough balls on the floor and wanted to kind of scoop it up real quick before the master baker saw. And right before he could grab it, the master baker backed up and stepped on it, and with the heel of his shoe made an indentation. So to hide it, he smeared some onions across the middle and baked it in the oven, and the master baker was impressed with the apprentice's new creation. So that's the lore of the Bialy, of where it comes from. So the bagel, really kind of started to spread out across the United States as the Jewish people started to spread out across the United States. The reason the bagel kind of made that move first, really, is that it has that circular shape, and then again, it's got sugar in it. It's a lot sweeter of a bread. The Bialy, as its cousin, was a little less popular. It's a little more savory, right? It's got onions in it, and it's just not as thought of as such a part of their religious practices. So I think what happened was the Bialy was a little more as the second cousin and got almost left behind. But as we're becoming so much more educated today as foodies here in the United States, the Bialy is poised to make its comeback. It really is a healthier bread. It's got no sugar and it's got no fat. Its calorie count is pretty low for bread. People are ready to see old traditional handmade products. With that said, the Bialy is kind of that bread that was almost really forgotten and went away. Places like Kossars here have kept the tradition alive. We've been here for 80 years making Bialys. We hope to usher it into a new era and bring it back to the people of the United States and the world, and remind them that this was a bread that sustained the people. As they almost went away, so did this bread. And it still lives here today on the Lower East Side, and we hope to allow the world to get a little taste of that.